Habakkuk Chapter 3, Habakkuk's Prayer. This is a prayer of Habakkuk the prophet according to Shigionoth. O Yahuwah, I have heard the report of you. I stand in awe, O Yahuwah, of your deeds. Revive them in these years. Make them known in these years. In your wrath, remember mercy. Eloheinu came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran. His glory covered the heavens, and his praise filled the earth. His radiance was like the sunlight. Rays flashed from his hand where his power is hidden. Plague went before him, and fever followed in his steps. He stood and measured the earth. He looked and startled the nations. The ancient mountains crumbled. The perpetual hills collapsed. His ways are everlasting. I saw the tents of Cushan in distress. The curtains of Midian were trembling. Were you angry at the rivers, O Yahuwah? Was your wrath against the streams? Did you rage against the sea when you rode on your horses, on your chariots of salvation? You brandished your bow. You called for many arrows. You split the earth with rivers. The mountains saw you and quaked. Torrents of water swept by. The deep roared with its voice and lifted its hands on high. Sun and moon stood still in their places at the flash of your flying arrows, at the brightness of your shining spear. You marched across the earth with fury. You threshed the nations in wrath. You went forth for the salvation of your people to save your anointed. You crushed the head of the house of the wicked and stripped him from head to toe. With his own spear you pierced his head. When his warriors stormed out to scatter us, gloating as though ready to secretly devour the weak, you trampled the sea with your horses, churning the great waters. I heard and trembled within. My lips quivered at the sound. Decay entered my bones. I trembled where I stood. Yet I must wait patiently for the day of distress to come upon the people who invade us. Though the fig tree does not bud, and no fruit is on the vines, though the olive crop fails, and the fields produce no food, though the sheep are cut off from the fold, and no cattle are in the stalls, yet I will exult in thee, Yahuwah. I will rejoice in the Eloheinu of my salvation. Eloheinu, the Yahuwah, is my strength. He makes my feet those of a deer. He makes me walk upon the heights.